are we headed into a recession? Yes, that's the message that I keep getting. Inboxes about what do we need to do. Let me tell you what I told my staff. I sent them a bonus with their pay period, with their paycheck, specifically for a few things: pantry staple items, rice and beans, pasta, spaghetti sauce, canned tuna or tuna packs if you eat that, or canned chicken breasts, whatever you eat. That's pantry staple. Vegetables, canned goods, those kinds of things. I don't have a whole lot of canned goods just because we usually don't eat canned goods. We eat frozen vegetables. So my kids aren't necessarily acclimated. I do have some, but not a whole lot. So buy what your family, eats. If you don't eat Spam, it ain't gonna do you no good to go get a case of Spam just because it's on sale. Like, don't do that. We're only doing necessary spending. Also, I cut my subscriptions. So I think we may have one thing left, and that's specifically for the kids, but I don't even watch TV. Why we have like hundreds of dollars in different, like HBO and Disney and Hulu and yeah, all of that. We don't have that any. Well, most of them we're paying it throughout. But anyway, those will be cut off by the end of the month, I'm sure. So I'm trying to save money any way that I can. So I'm not doing unnecessary spending. Stockpiling toothpaste and lotion, deodorant. Like, aluminum is in deodorant. We import that from Canada, a lot of it. And if you don't wear aluminum if you don't have the aluminum in your deodorant, that's good for you. Stay away from me, because I don't know what that aluminum does, but yeah, we need that aluminum. So that part, I am growing a garden from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna have to do some content on that, but also, because I've cut off all these subscriptions, I am making sure that my children, I bought a whole bunch of books. I like Barnes and Nobles and books. Like, I like to read. And also, I read to my children frequently. We read, they read to me, that kind of thing. But I actually invested in some books, like, because I knew that was going to be our pastime. Because I wanted, number one, I don't want them to get used to being entertained, like watching an iPad or TV all the time. But also, I know if something happens and we need to be at the house, we're not going to sit in front of TV. So I'm getting them acclimated to doing things. So they've been outside with me in the garden every day, just looking at our little Dollar Tree seedlings and watering. And then the other day I made mashed potatoes, so we took the mashed potato peels out to the lake. So I am getting activities done, like doing things with them, so that they are not just waiting to be entertained, so that they are actually involved in activities. That also, I told them about clothing. Like, my children are grown like a weed. My son had on a little short set the other day. I asked him if it was my daughter's, because where them shorts going? Why are they up so high? He's tall, and it was from last year. And yeah, like, we got to get some clothes. So those were things that I told them. I reminded them about that. Shoes, underwear, like staple items that your family will need if your children are growing, or if you are growing, because some of us are growing. Go ahead and get whatever you can before everybody has already updated their prices. I was in the grocery store yesterday. They were updating the prices on the doggone laundry detergent. I thought they was moving the inventory. They said, no, we just got a new rate sheet. We're just getting everything up already. Today the first day. It was just midnight. It's 11 o'clock and y'all up in here changing the prices. So some stores maybe the laundry detergent was just going up. I don't know. It was 3 people on that one aisle though. So anything you can get now before $1.25 become $2 tree, then that's what I would get. And I would cut out any unnecessary spending. And for me, that looks like subscriptions. We don't, we got a whole bunch of kids, so we ain't doing a whole lot of extra stuff. But that looks like, subscriptions for me, going through my bank statement, seeing exactly what it is we're spending money on. And what can I live without? Those are the things that I've been doing to prepare for where we are. Oh, and water. We don't have nearly enough water. We do need to get some more. And I got a dehydrator. I got the dehydrator like last year or something. I just plugged the doggone thing up like 2 months ago. But if you do not have a dehydrator, you can dehydrate fruits and vegetables in the oven. You don't have to use a dehydrator. Like, a freeze dryer is just completely out the question for me right now, unless somebody gives one to me. But a dehydrator, you can I made onion powder the other day. Like, I literally went and bought a coffee grinder specifically so that I would because I'm growing onions. And I had some that I needed to freeze dry or dehydrate, and I did. And so now I know how to make onion powder. So yeah, those are the simple things that I'm doing in preparation for where we are. Hope it helps.